Alright, we are back. Summer games done quick. And coming up is Metroid Prime 1 versus Metroid Prime 2, Bit War. And if you really want to see Metroid Prime 1, now is your last chance to donate towards that. Just a reminder, this is Summer Games Done Quick, a speedrunning marathon for charity, hosted by Speed Devil's Archive, the premier community for video game speedruns, and Speedruns Live, the best site to race video games online against other players. All proceeds will go towards Doctors Without Borders, international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. So we got $50 donation from Potato is Bowler. Thanks for all the video games. Much love from Sweden. And a $35 donation from Anonymous. Thank you for doing this great event for charity. And a $36.37 donation from Rare Candy Bar. Oops, I accidentally donated to charity again. And a $250 donation from Captain Clever. Fantastic PC FPS block. Amazing sub 25 Heretic run. Great times from both Diamond Kubo Wagon and Ultimate Doom. And excellent pace for Quake 100% Nightmare. Looking forward to the Half-Life block as well. And we got a $2,000 donation from Notch. Metroid Prime 1 snipe. Oh. Miles is not going to be happy of that. Notch. We got a $30 donation from Turoth King, enjoying the marathon so far, keep up the good work. And we got a $35 donation from Up a Tree Zada. This marathon absolutely amazes me and has inspired me to speedrun as well. I hope to one day get on this level and help raise money at SGDQ as well. You guys are awesome and make gamers everywhere proud. Alright, so we still got some time before the game actually starts, so if you really want to see Metroid Prime 2, better start donating now. Because you got a few minutes at most.
Just tell Miles to bring both of them.
Alright. So we're going to take this time to plug in some of our sponsors. We have the Yeti, YETEE.com, selling awesome t-shirts for SGDQ. So just head over to the Yeti, YETEE.com/gamesdonequick to order some t-shirts, and $3 from each sale goes directly for Doctors Without Borders. We're also sponsored by Humble Bundle. They're providing a sale with games from our marathon. All proceeds will go to Doctors Without Borders. You can check it out at www.humblebundle.com/SGDQ. And list of games are as follows: Noi 2 Love, Amnesia Machine for Pigs, Bleed, Dust Force, Gianna Sisters, Guacamole, and Psychonauts. And so we're still getting the bid war sorted out for Miles, but better donate now if you want to see Metroid Prime 2, because I really think Miles wants to play that game as well. Also, if we manage to raise $500,000 by the Super Mario Sunshine, if we manage to raise a total of $500,000 by the Super Mario Sunshine run today, we will have a 120-star Super Mario 64 run by Siglemic. So that's $500,000 total from donations and the Humble Bundle. We're currently around 340-ish total. So 60,000 more will bring us toward a 70-star run, and 160,000 more will bring us to a 120-star run. So keep donating, guys. Other bids, currently we have a 0 mission 100% run to be done after the Metroid Fusion race, 1% race, which was donated for. So we need about 500, and we need $536 more to get a zero mission 100% run. And there's also a donation incentive to play Pokemon Snap as another bonus game. That one needs about $3,000 more, so donate towards that. And as always, one of the biggest donation incentives for our marathons for Super Metroid is saving or killing the animals. And currently, killing the animals is ahead by $1,000. So if you want to save those animals, you still got plenty of time left to donate towards that.
Basically, why don't we go ahead and cut it off here since Miles is here. We need to get set up on the game, so let's just go ahead and cut off the donations for Prime 1 and Prime 2.
Okay, we are actually starting to set up now, so donations are, so bid war between Prime 1 and 2 are done. So it looks like we are going to play Metroid Prime 1. No, wait, Metroid Prime 2 actually sniped it. We are going to play Metroid Prime 2. Won by $43.44. So good job, guys. You guys out-sniped Notch. Miles is going to be happy about this.
Miles is like, cool.
Miles is extremely happy right now that he does not have to play Prime 1. So we got a $50 donation from the Orobori. Shoutouts from behind the couch. As a newer Prime series runner myself, I'm extremely excited to see Prime destroyed by Miles in person. Good luck on the run, and let's save those animals to keep that fusion cannon alive. And a $15 donation from Warren Traveler. Once again, this has been an amazing marathon to watch. The game selection is great, and everyone is doing a great job from the runners to the organizers to the tech crew. Keep it up. Alright, so I am done hosting. This is PX, and your next host will be Matty Ice, so enjoy.
All right, so just a reminder,
That one
you
isn't being
are
used,
watching
so
Summer
We're not
Games
using
Done
2,
Quick
and that's the only one we're not
2014,
using.
and we are doing this as a charity speedrunning event for Doctors Without Borders, who are a national medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists. And today, Doctors Without Borders provides independent, impartial assistance in more than 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe, primarily due to armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or natural disasters. In 1999, Doctors Without Borders received the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts.
Okay, so are we ready? Okay.
Good luck.
3, 2, 1, go. Yes, so this is Echoes, not Prime 1. Yay!
Congratulations on successfully out-sniping Notch.
Yes, I'd like to thank Blue Glass for donating 200 for that at the very end.
So if you were under the impression that Prime 2 is less broken than Prime 1, you're about to see what happens.
Yes.
We're not going to comment on it. Just watch.
We will comment on it, but it's very broken. Let's just say, like,
Can they go somewhere else, or does it matter?
it was
That's
probably
fine, I
from
guess.
before the one started. So.
Also, if you've never seen this trick,
Your mind's gonna be blown.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a nap for like 50 seconds.
basically, the game is still thinks he's in that room, so the walls in here are kind of sticky, so the more fog gets stuck, and
Yeah, when you hold direction, a specific direction, in this case down right, while I'm stuck in a wall, then my speed will continue to increase exponentially. And eventually it's going to get so high that the game can't handle it anymore and will set to what's essentially infinity.
And one other thing to note is that Miles is technically still in the previous room, even though we're in a room where we're supposed to be losing our items. We haven't fully entered that room yet.
Well,
no, that room's way up ahead.
yeah.
We're inside the room with the splinters right now.
Yeah.
That's what the game thinks. So he had to carefully inch into the room he's kind of in right now to make sure that the game thinks he's
Yeah,
in.
and then that
Now we get
happens.
the really neat look of more ball without the ball.
This is called infinite speed.
And if you unmorph during this, bad things happen.
Yes, let's.
Yes! First try! There is a very high chance of it not working and or crashing.
Yeah.
Well, not high, but
Well,
reasonable.
I can generally avoid it crashing, but I can't avoid it not working, which it likes to do a lot.
So now he's basically out of bounds, and typically you're supposed to enter a room in the beginning where you enter a cutscene, see Dark Samus, go into the portal, get destroyed, get owned by some inks, and then get your items stolen. But he was out of bounds. He's just gonna skip all that and go straight into this room here. So right now he has 5 upgrades, I think. He has Space Jump, Boost Ball, Spider Ball, Space Jump, Boost Ball, Spider Ball,
Missiles bombs.
Missiles and Bombs, yeah. Those are so trivial, I keep forgetting.
I
But
don't know what the game says you have is not Spider Ball and Grapple Beam.
it says you have Grapple Beam, but you don't.
It says you have grapple and power bombs, and you don't have either of those.
So, since he has missiles, he can get this A-Tank immediately. And you're supposed to go to Great Temple and get the Violet Translator and missiles as well. And then go to Aegon because he can open the Violet doors like that one. But he already has missiles, so he's like, oh, screw that. I'm just gonna get this E-Tank and I'm gonna jump into this tree.
And if you thought that out of bounds was cool, don't worry, you're going to see a lot more out of bounds in this run.
Yeah.
It's like 100 plus prices left.
Okay, when you're out of bounds, the room's surrounded by a box, and while you're outside that box, you can't fall. So I was technically outside the box there. Now, I'm jumping into the side of the box where I can't fall either.
Well, if you morph, you fall instantly.
Yeah, so
Morph or screw attack.
when you morph, you would fall. So most of the time, Splinter. Okay, most of you probably did not notice the Splinter that just flew out of bounds, right?
I missed it.
So the idea is when you saw Miles kind of like jumping back and forth sideways to reach the room with the power bomb tank. Oh, by the way, he got a power bomb in 5 minutes in a run. We forgot to mention that. But basically, he's doing a technique called ether jumping, where, as Miles mentioned, you're jumping into the side of the box where you're floating, and then when you walk out of the side of the box, there's a 3-frame window where if you press B, you can jump. So what you want to do is like walk into the box from the side, jump, and then walk back out of the box. And it's actually a pretty tight window, and it's really a lot harder than it looks, and takes a lot of practice.
And what he just did there was a scan back. They're everywhere. It's not as good as in one.
They're still very useful.
Yeah. It's just not.
Guys, if possible, chat's asking for a roll call before we get too far into the run.
I'm Plum.
Currymaster?
Miles.
Blue class.
So yeah, now going to Aegon, have 5 items I start with plus a power bomb, don't ever go to the Great Temple.
And typically, the first time you visit Aegon, you're supposed to go fight Bomb Guardian, get Amber translated, and go fight Space Jump Guardian, but you kind of have bombs and Space Jump, so you don't really need to do that yet.
Okay, I'm going to need 3 energy tanks, about like 25 minutes into the run, hopefully. Then, but some of this one is kind of far out of the way because after this I'm going to backtrack, but I don't really have a choice because there's not many energy tanks I can get before that point in the run. So I have to take this detour here. And also, I am going to be making a lot of safety saves during this run because there are a lot of things that can go wrong with just failing one-shot tricks or random crashes. Yes.
Yeah, Prime 2 isn't exactly a very marathon safe game, so he's going to safety save a lot.
Yeah.
First, and he's safety saving here because in the wall crawl coming up, wall crawl is a general term for traversing out of bounds. In the wall crawl coming up, he's going to, there are 2 spots where it can crash. They're both generally kind of uncommon, but it can happen.
Like most of the run enders are uncommon, it's just you
They're possible.
Yeah, you can't risk it.
Oh, hi there, Sand Digger.
You can use the enemy gear to get out.
Yeah.
And that should be good.
Yep. There.
Yep, perfect. Manipulate is not technically not really random, but it's kind of iffy and not very consistent. It's harder than it looks. So again, as I mentioned, he's gonna do a series of ether jumps to reach this door. Basically, when traversing out of bounds, the idea is you pretty much need to like go to the door to the next room and do something called transition the room. So you saw right here, he jumped on the side of the door. If you pay close attention to the top right corner of the game, you see the mini map. You have to look at that to make sure that you transition the game correctly, such that the game thinks you're in the correct room. Generally, yeah, if you do something wrong, yeah. So generally speaking, you can jump on the side of a door to transition the room correctly. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to go any farther.
I think there's something on the team.
I can't get it off.
Oh, I thought I got off. Never mind. I guess I can't see it.
Well, shows me you're aiming.
Yeah,
It's a free crosshair.
right where the aiming cursor is.
Oh yeah, so another thing, he's walking on top of the box right now. So meaning that he can just walk around since you're stuck vertically. And we call that the skywalk, which is the top of the box basically. And it can be convenient.
Yeah, I just fell right there because I entered the next room's box, which is bigger. So, like managing 2 rooms boxes is really important. Like, the next room's box is narrower, so I'm outside it right now.
When he goes forward, he's entered in the box of the next room already.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to.
I wasn't saying.
So he's going to get Dark Beam right now, by the way, and skip all these pirate fights.
Do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, this is the part where it can crash, so hopefully you'll be fine. Yay,
Good.
no crash.
That's crash number 1.
Yeah. Dark Samus can crash too. So
He's basically in a cutscene trigger for the Dark Samus fight. So he's in. So when the room loads, he activates the fight here.
Also, watch this fight. That's boss fight thing.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what early power bombs do. Everything dies.
I hope you enjoyed that Dark Samus 1 fight, because you're not really going to see much of Dark Samus 2. Just FYI. And you can get Dark Beam. Ah, no Powerbomb drop.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, this is a good time for donation comments.
Starting off, we have $20 from Cyberbot X. Congrats on getting to play Metroid Prime 2, Miles. Good luck with the run. And let's see Kirby Master play 100% Zero Mission. We've got $200 from Brandon M4. I always look forward to the next GDQ Marathon, and this one is not disappointed. Great runs by all. We've also got $35 from NPSSP. Epic Beard Guy, please tell me your best joke. Greetings from Germany. Not sure who Epic Beard Guy is supposed to be right now, but...
Alright, so one quick note. What Miles is going to do here is something called a ghetto jump. There's a corpse on the ground, and basically if you press against a slant while jumping, you gain some extra height. So you did a ghetto jump off of the corpse to get some, to basically skip a short puzzle to lower the platform.
Yeah, one question I'm asked a lot is, why is it called a ghetto jump? I don't know. It just is.
Someone back when Mario 1 and all this stuff was being discovered, someone called it a ghetto jump.
Yeah, 11 years ago.
Ghetto jumps are in all 3 Prime games, even in Trilogy. Which, by the way, most of this will not work on Trilogy. So this game is not run in Trilogy. Right. Also, if you noticed, Miles used the power bomb earlier. That's to blow up the wall leading to a Sky Temple key that he's going to go back to later. And that Sky Temple key is also annoying because it never shows up until after you get the main power bomb. Like, even if you have a power bomb expansion, it's not there until you beat the main power bomb Guardian and get the main power bomb.
Yeah, when you get...
The way a lot of rooms in this game are designed is that they have certain layers, and there are only items in certain layers. And the layers, which layer a room is on, is based on certain triggers, like what items you have.
And why they decided to make that room layered?
Well, no, it does make sense because there are like beam swarms, I think they're called.
Oh, right.
Like they do insane damage. And they're only put in that room and still after you get power bombs. And unfortunately, they put the Sky Temple key on the same layer as those enemies.
Right. That technique is called a roll jump. And there's also what happens during a roll jump is a distance technique where you roll off a ledge, and if you unmorph with 22 frames after you roll off a ledge, 21 or 22, I forgot.
22 or 23.
Some 20-ish number of frames.
Got that ghetto jump.
Yes.
Which is
That
why
ghetto jump's hard.
Those enemies swarming around there hit you out of it most of the time.
But the idea is if you unmorph within about 22 frames after morph ball goes airborne, then if you get an instant unmorph by manipulating the camera, the game thinks you're standing on ground, so you can jump as if you're on the ground.
And if instant unmorphs haven't been explained, basically if a camera is blocking your view of Samus, you can unmorph without triggering the animation.
Okay.
And it gives you a fraction of a second where it thinks you're standing on the ground.
Okay, right there I just waited until I was below 20% health. When you're below 20%, then you have a chance of getting ultra. You can't get ultras when you're above it. So,
100.
yeah. So that actually got me more health. Taking more damage.
Drops in this game generally depend on like how much of like what ammo you have. So like if you're at 0 power bombs, generally you're almost guaranteed to get a power bomb drop within the next whatever's dropped. If you're at 0 missiles, you're usually going to get 2 missile drops. And if you're low on light or dark beam ammo and you destroy something with the opposite beam, you're going to get like a big crystal, which gives you 30. So he has Spider Ball, by the way.
Yeah, it's interesting. The beams also follow that, like 20% will, if you're below 20% or equal to 20%, I think, then you get a 30.
Also, he could have skipped Dark Samus and gotten Dark Beam actually, but the reason why you kill Dark Samus is because that spider track he used is not active. It doesn't work until after the room is reloaded after beating Dark Samus. So that's actually the reason you kill it. Yeah. It costs like very little time to kill her because you have a power bomb.
Now, Miles, what would you prefer having? Spider Ball or Grapple Beam?
Right, so right there he got a power bomb drop because he's at 0 power bombs.
Fire is faster.
All right, so he's in Sanctuary, and this is pretty much the last area in the game, just FYI.
Yeah.
And he's gonna try to go get Screw Attack.
What's the timer at?
Wait, what's the timer at?
14-7.
Yeah. And Sanctuary already. Yeah, so
He's gonna do a similar trick to what was at the very start of the run by making the game think you're in a different room than you actually are, and the game kind of freaks out. And he got it. That's the morph secret world where basically if you're right by the door and you morph at the right spot, when the game thinks you're in a different room, the game just kind of shoves you out of the room. Yeah, should be good. So what he did here is that boost slot, you're not supposed to be able to activate it until after you stop stop one side of the gyro.
And yeah, he was just in the booth.
Yeah, so he basically walked past the wall and skip stopping the gyro. So normally you don't go this way. You're supposed to go straight to screw attack, but he's gonna safety save because there is a really difficult one-shot trick coming up. You have only one chance at it. And if you miss it, he has to reset. And it saves around 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, Grand Abyss.
And this is notoriously called Grand Abyss.
Because that's the name of the room.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy.
Yeah. I don't. Right, would you want to call a serious time for it, or?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a couple things.
Yeah, we have this first.
This is also a trick that lets you get screw attack early, but with the roll jump. Right.
That was like one of the first things I knew.
Yeah.
Getting past that room.
Yeah, it's a good thing too because there's.
It basically skips the mini boss. But anyways, it's a serious time.
Right.
Even if I do. I'm sorry I didn't go for blowing up the robots.
First try! Yes! Wow. Yes. That dash is much harder than it looks, by the way.
Miles has just been practicing that dash for at least
So you said
30,
ball dash is easy?
At least 30, 40 minutes, and he's barely got
Oops. I don't care, I got Grand Abyss first try.
So what happened in Grand Abyss, the general way to do it is,
Okay,
Wow.
I didn't press B there. What happened?
so the robot he's trying to land on, it starts moving after you enter a certain spot in the room. And it will never appear ever again. Ever. Even if we reload this, even if you save and reload, even if you reload the room, it will never appear again. So what he has to do is to get on the very edge of the railing, log onto a robot, do a bent scan dash. So you pretty much have to press forward right after starting a scan dash. But he also has to do a floaty scan dash, meaning you have to do a scan dash while walking off a ledge with a 3-frame window, because that gives you extra height. So there's a lot going on in that dash, and it's really difficult.
Yet that's still easier than doing it with a roll jump, which was the original way down.
Yes, you could do a roll jump on it, and way too difficult.
Oh yeah, I forgot he kind of skipped going to the dark world in this room with another scan dash. So
Which is important because going there requires the grapple beam, which he doesn't have, which is also why he had to do that trick in the first place.
yeah, he fired a shot there to let the door, so the door is not lit anymore, so you can just keep boosting through without worrying about it.
Yeah, I had to pause for half a second before.
And another roll jump into screw attack, and glitchy screw attack. Bonk. Yeah, that glitch, I don't know what exactly causes it, but it has something to do with whether you do a BSJ or a roll jump.
That's good. Oh, what?
Wow!
I've done that before, actually.
No, that was supposed to force me to morph. I don't know.
Oh.
Now insert unlock. Come on.
Ah.
Okay, that's gonna cost me 30, 40 seconds later, unfortunately, because I have to take a story for him. But I don't care, I got Grand Abyss first try.
So the trick he was trying to do there is to unlock the portal without Spider Ball. He does have Spider Ball, but it's a lot faster to do it with the way he was trying to do. And that's how you can, and before Item Lock Skip was found, that was the method used to get screw attack without having Spider Ball, Echo Visor, and stuff.
Yeah, but you need grapple in order to
You
get
need
through
grapple.
the Dark World.
So, the entire reason why he does that dash in Grand Abyss is to skip Grapple Beam. So what you're supposed to do is go through the portal that he just tried to unlock, through the Dark World, use Grapple Beam across the dark version of Grand Abyss.
And obviously I am safety saving after getting Grand Abyss, because
Yeah.
if something goes wrong, I am not doing that again.
And I don't think it's been explained yet, but BSJ is a bomb space jump. Basically, if Miles, he can do a bomb jump and then instant unmorph after. And since after an instant unmorph, the game thinks Samus is standing, you can do a normal space jump.
Yeah, it's basically the similar glitch as the roll jump. It works the same way as the roll jump does, except it's for height. We haven't seen any BSJs yet, but we will maybe soon.
Definitely soon.
Okay, we will see it soon then. Here's another ghetto jump. Just skip this. That spider track doesn't work, by the way, until you beat Spider Guardian. So that's why he has to ghetto jump there.
Hi, out of bounds. Oh yeah, Spirit Attack is broken.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Aside from just killing enemies and getting around, Screw Attack is good for getting out of bounds.
Yeah, the thing is that Screw Attack, you're the same size as the Morph Ball during Screw Attack, and then once it ends, it forces you into regular standing size, and so in small spaces, that will push you out of bounds.
Like, say, Morph Ball coming.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
So just,
Can you explain what it is?
oh yeah. So basically, what happens? So when doors take a while to wait, do you want me to explain it now? Because you're doing quad skip soon.
Okay, fine. Wait and slide.
Yeah. So what he's gonna do is another out of bounds trick, which is very difficult, and you'll probably want serious time. I'm guessing.
Not yet.
Not yet. Soon. Yeah, here's a BSJ coming up right here. A 3 BSJ.
I could have gotten the job. Oh well.
He does a triple bomb jump into a BSJ, or double bomb jump. That works too.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a triple. I messed up.
This is scary because you don't have Dark Seed or a lot of health, so you have to be very fast.
Waiting for loading there again. Okay, this is a decent start, which is
Better than no health.
yeah. The best you can get right there is a medium, which is 30. I only got small, which is 10. You lose 6 damage per second, so basically medium is 5 more seconds, and that was a very good.
That was fantastic. That's harder than it looks. Again, ether jumping. There we go. I just need to get
Now
this.
it's getting upside.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Quadraxis is full on me.
It's like, oh yeah, there's a boss.
Got it.
Yes.
Nice.
That was pretty much perfect.
That was only the first part. I have to get back.
Fortunately, there's an energy refill here.
Yes, so it completely fills my health up.
Oh shit.
And this is why I need the 3 energy tanks right here, because I got pretty low.
Oh, hey, look at that corner.
This part's a lot easier than the first part. What are you doing? Yeah, so even though it's messed up, I still have plenty of health.
The second part is more lenient than the first.
Yeah, right there I was shooting to make sure the next room is loaded. If my shots disappeared immediately, then that means it was hitting the door to the next room. What is the TV doing? Yeah, you can't see it on the stream, but this TV has some problems with reds, and yeah, the entire background is red right now. So, yay, I lived!
Awesome.
And I can't take that photo.
Yeah, if you'd opened it, you would have it.
The other side is blocked. In watch station.
So once I got back to the light world, I won't be able to get through. So I have to take this slower portal instead.
And this is where you would use grapple beam if you got it, and you
Yeah.
didn't want to do Grand Abyss. Ooh, nice bonk.
So that's the 2 most difficult parts of the run over.
Very nice.
Now you can relax a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably fine to read some donations now.
All right, let's start with $26 from Tamaki. Just woke up from my nap in time for Metroid Prime 2. SGDQ is wrecking my sleep pattern, but it's so worth it. Half my donation to Blue Glass's Choice and the other half to Kill the Animals. Save the frames, it's not cruelty if they're not real.
I was getting ready to go for the bomb slot again because that's what you do the first.
We've also got a $500 donation from Falcon Arena. Hey from Dubai again. Let's get the FX6 100% filled up, and this 500 goes to naming Sabin Zangief. He is the protector of the GFQ.
My donation, put it towards naming Terra Terra.
This one's a little late, but we got
Okay,
35 from Future Theo. Good luck on the run, Miles. What's the donation incentive to let Kirby do Grand Abyss?
Okay, this I can't kill the head first because if you kill the head before the legs, then another head comes out from the ceiling.
It's just that specific one for some reason.
Yeah.
Also, please tell me you're gonna get some health after the energy. Okay.
Oh, why would you do that?
There's respites that can kill him.
That won't kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got $20 from Inglet. Congrats on making Grand Abyss jump on the first shot. Here's $20 from my last donation.
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. So basically, before the Sky Temple keys, your ultimate goal is basically to get Light Suit. You're supposed to return the energy sword at Aegon, Torvus, and Sanctuary, but the game only checks Sanctuary, so you never have to return the energy for Torvus or Aegon. He is going to go to Torvus anyways because he has to get Dark Visor, because you can't get any Sky Temple keys without Dark Visor.
Well, I also have to go to Taurus because there's Sky Temple keys.
Oh yeah, that too.
We got $100 from Eclipsed Husky, 50 for Zero Mission 100%, and 50 for Glitched Any % Super Metroid. Also going in for those Metroid prize incentives that the announcer forgot to mention.
No, you did.
We'll drop another 100 during Super Metroid if the announcer mentions, explains, and/or gets the prizes to be shown on camera. So that is a good point for me to mention the prizes for the Metroid block. We have
Double KO.
For $5, you can be entered into any one of a drawing for all of the following three prizes. We have an Alpaca Zero Suit Samus plushie,
What?
Metroid Art Folio, and an SR388 Studies poster. For $10 donation during the Metroid block, you can be entered into a drawing for a Samus Aran figure.
You did say an alpaca, zero.
Yes.
Yes.
That is what it says. It says Alpaca Zero Suit Samus plushie.
Yes.
Wow. That must be something.
Did that donation that I put in earlier go towards that? Or was that too early?
We have $35 from Sir Paddington. First time live watching SGDQ, but not the first donation. Love what you guys are doing. Also, I always wonder if Miles dreams about Metroid after playing these games so much. Also, best couch setup and congrats for Prime 2.
I'm not answering that.
I've dreamed about being the speedrun, including Metroid.
Alright, so he can't go back through Torvus, I forgot exactly why, because there's something blocking your way.
I'll explain what's blocking me when I get there.
So he's gonna go through Aegon, and then he's gonna go through Torvus, through Aegon's elevator to Torvus. Because he can't go through Sanctuary's elevated temple grounds because there's like a lot of walls blocking your way, and there's basically a lot of things blocking you because he's never gone through from temple grounds to Sanctuary. And there's like a lot of one-way gates and stuff that you're supposed to unlock. That was close. So he's gonna go ahead and get Amber Translator now. You can delay this and it will save some time, but that would require a really annoying dash and a really annoying wall crawl that is not very marathon safe and very difficult.
Yeah. I would have to get Amber later, so I would only be putting it off, but it would still save a decent amount of time. No. Way too difficult. I'm not doing it. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're
let's
supposed to scan
forget
it twice.
For some reason, you can scan these.
Basically, it tells you, like, it gives you a hint on where you're supposed to go later on. And so, since I did the area in completely the wrong order, it is trying to give me a hint as to a later item. Like, you should go get the Dirk suit when I haven't gotten Amber yet. So, for some reason, you will always scan that hint before you get the scan that actually.
Bye, Bob.
Yeah. Bye, Bob Guardian. But you'll always get that hint scanned first for whatever reason.
And the same thing will happen in Torvus when he warps there, and he gets the Emerald Translator.
Yeah, so right there, I purposely wasted ammo for a while until I got to 20%. And so it just gave me a 30 refill and some other refills. Now I'm at full dark ammo, which I'll coming up. Which I've never actually had to do before, so that was interesting. Dave.
those called sandurges? Those bats? I'm not sure.
They're just sand bats.
Oh, I like that tunnel.
So yeah, this is gonna get me to the tourist elevator because there are a bunch of things blocking the way. There's like some gate I have to open with a bomb slot to my left, and then there's a secret door. And I need to jump out over the room in order to hit the load trigger, which now would probably be a good time to
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So about loading. Basically, if you notice, a lot of times doors take some time to open. That's not random. Generally, that means that the room is still loading. And generally speaking, there's a few ways that a room starts to load. One way is if you hit the invisible loading trigger in an adjacent room, which is usually what happens, and that's what Miles just did there, to hit the invisible loading trigger. Another way is to shoot the door and then and basically touch it, which is what you do a lot when out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a secret door though, so it can't be shot, so I had to hit the loading trigger.
A lot of the optimization in Prime comes from hitting loading to the stuff.
Yeah, so like sometimes for like a certain room, you might have a strat that reaches the door faster than a different strat, but the second strat might be faster because it hits the loading trigger earlier, meaning you have to wait a lot less at the door.
Nice.
Oh, that's too early. Whatever.
First two, good enough. Whatever. Oh yeah, by the way, Dark Beam is pretty powerful.
Okay, that barrier blocking the supers right there, it extends way into the floor, and it actually extends into a door below here. So that's the reason I can't go through Torvis straight from Sanctuary, because I can't get through the door below the room until after I lift the super barrier.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, and so that earlier fight, you can't lock onto enemies while out of bounds, so that was all manual aiming. So it was not my fault I missed that snipe.
How did manual aiming work out to happen?
Blame the game on everything. Blame everything on the game. So now he's gonna go back to Temple Grounds and get a few things on the way,
Yeah, so
like Seekers.
so I went from Sanctuary back to Aegon and wall crawled into Torvis to get back to Temple Grounds.
Yeah, going back to Temple Grounds is very inconvenient.
Yeah, the
Evidently.
thing is, in order to get to Temple Grounds from Aegon, you have to. There's a Violet Gate right inside Temple Grounds, and I don't have Violet yet, so I won't be able to go through. But I also need to go into Torvis anyway because I need to warp to Torvis after I get Light Suit, and you can't warp there unless you've been there before. So it's a convenient time to go there.
Also, if he delayed Amber Translator, he would have to go out of bounds here and go around this gate, which is an absolute pain.
Yes. Yeah, you could do a bomb jump over that block, and I did that for a very long time, and it's an annoying bomb jump, and then I timed it one day and it was slower. So,
I just assumed it was faster because you were doing it.
yeah, I've been doing it ever since I started playing this game, so I guess I just...
Also, this gate, not actually Amber.
It's Violet.
Yes. And that will cause a small problem later, because I need to go through that.
But for now, he's going to get Seekers for two big reasons. One, because it makes the Chico fight a lot faster. And two, there are a lot of most of the Sky Temple keys, maybe all three, in Temple Grounds are blocked by some Seeker doors, so it's just fast. You can get them without Seekers, but it will just take a lot longer. And Seekers is pretty conveniently on the way here. And the code here is always the same, it's 1132. That was close.
Yeah, you want to lay the bomb as early as possible to get out, and sometimes you lay it too soon. Don't actually finish the puzzle. Get out.
Oh, and the portal here isn't real.
Yeah, actually, if you scan it, it outright tells you that it doesn't work. So,
Oh.
like it says there's some safety function on the portal that you can't use it.
Oh, it is.
I like that Morphle tunnel.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, oh, come on.
Instant morph strats for the win.
Okay, that's not actually necessary. You could go through the secret gate, it's just faster, usually.
And you can also get there with an instant more.
Yeah, some routes get this like secret missiles a lot earlier because you go through Torvus Den Sanctuary to get grapple beam.
Yeah, so you don't have screw attack.
So you
Okay,
would have
right
to do
then
instant
I
morph.
just dropped by the gate in order to hit the load trigger. But can't open the gate because it's violet and I don't have that. No crash! I had this crash here one run for no reason whatsoever. It just decided it's going to crash.
I think it was when you were practicing with SGDQ 2013.
Yeah, it was.
So,
So yeah. Can't get through the gate, let's just go over it.
hey, that looks like a wall.
Yeah, and I lowered the elevator, so now I'm in it while it's invisible. Like, if I didn't load the elevator, I would be falling forever right now.
All right, the problem coming up here is that normally you're not supposed to, the first time you come through this hall, you're not supposed to go this way, you're supposed to come through the other way. So there's pretty much like a one-way gate that you're supposed to unlock. He doesn't have, no, he can't go through that right now, so he's gonna go around it with another morph secret world.
Yep. Didn't move far enough.
There we go. Ooh, got the Kirby jump.
Yes, unfortunately I can't get on top of the door here, so I morph and then it switches.
There we go. There's just like a very specific setup Miles found for that.
Yeah, I call it a Kirby jump because it's jumping while falling down.
Yeah, I'm notorious for saying I fell down a lot. So Miles kind of makes fun of me about that.
Here's the first boss in the game. Hi. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the boss managed to get out of the arena one time when I was doing a 100% run where I actually fight it. Like, I don't know how it happened. Just like.
I think you still have the video on YouTube.
Yeah, like.
Well, the boss itself hasn't even appeared yet. It's just a little.
No, the big one got out.
Yeah, it was the big one that got out of bounds. Like.
No, I mean,
Yeah, like the boss hadn't appeared at the point where I escaped the fight.
So he just got Miles translated when the game said energy fully replenished, and now he hit the trigger to get light suit.
Yeah, so I just got the second item in the game and the 22nd item in the game, like 4 seconds from each other.
Yep. And now you're basically invincible.
Yeah.
and he went to the right around Umos there because Umos's hitbox is smaller on the right.
Yeah.
Wait, there's two Umoses, aren't there? No, you didn't.
There were for like a between
Violet and light.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have showed it off.
Yeah, I forgot. But there were two of them standing there for a little bit. I'm sorry for not showing.
There is a secret world you can do by jumping on Umos. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this. Secret world is a general term for a location to get out of bounds. Sorry about that.
It comes from the original Metroid and
One.
how going out of bounds makes palette messed up so people thought it was a hidden area.
Yeah, so it's like Go Jump, where it's a completely weird term that makes no sense whatsoever, and it's still used.
No, it makes a little bit of sense.
No, it doesn't.
It may have made sense to someone at some point, but it doesn't happen.
All right, so what's gonna happen now is he needs to fight Chica, but you need to get all the Dark Torvus key, the Dark Torvus keys. So he's gonna get the one in Lower Torvus immediately, right now. And while he's down there, he's gonna get the main power bomb expansion, the main power bomb upgrade as well.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, one of the Sky's cookies does not appear until after I get the main power bomb. So even though I already have an expansion, I still have to fight the boss.
Oh, by the way, this part is completely broken, so don't blink.
Okay, I have one frame here, morph while entering the water.
Ah.
I go against the wall because it makes timing it a little easier sometimes.
Third try.
Screw attack while underwater.
Basically, the game right now thinks that we're touching the surface of the water, so the main reason we do this is we can screw attack, which you're not supposed to be able to do underwater.
Yeah, normally when you're underwater, you're able to use gravity boost. So it basically replaces screw attack with gravity boost, because you get gravity boost way before screw attack normally.
Also to mention how broken this was, the 2 signposts he scanned, you're not supposed to get there obviously, you're supposed to go around Lord Horus like twice, do a bunch of puzzles between the light and dark world, but he just skipped all that.
Yeah, there is another trick called underwater dash to get to those scan points without screw attack, but screw attacking is faster and way cooler.
Yeah.
Also, if you're wondering why he's still falling slowly, even if you're just touching the surface of the water where the game thinks he is, you're still affected by sort of water physics.
Yeah, so until I get gravity boost, even with that air underwater trick, I'm still affected by water physics, but not anymore.
Also, coming off is Alpha Blog.
We'll see how this goes.
Alpha Blog is one of the first things found in the game.
Yes! Yes! Come on, screw attacks.
Miles is not going to skip it.
Aw.
I don't care if this goes badly, I got this. What are you doing?
Where'd it go? There we go.
If you're wondering, the big yes was for getting air underwater in here.
Yeah, so that was one frame again, which I did not try it twice, so if I didn't get it, then I would just continue on. If I didn't kill the boss, then I would use a trick to escape from the boss, and that would I would go up to the room above and use a slower portal. This actually saved time since I messed up the boss, but I don't care.
It's like 10 seconds faster, I think.
Yeah.
Assuming you get it perfectly.
Grabus first try and
Air underwater, first try for Alpha Block.
yes. I don't care how good or bad the rest of the run goes.
All right, so a technique he's doing here is called sticky boost. It's pretty straightforward. All you do is kind of hang off the edge of a track and then boost off of it. And you can kind of boost along the track and make this fight go a lot faster.
No, Chica does too.
Chica gets a lot of screen time.
Unfortunately.
I think this might be a good time for donations then. I'm not sure if there's any much to talk about.
All right, we've got a $100 donation from Bill Baggins. Glad to see another SGDQ. Can you show the Alpaca Zero Suit Samus on stream? We have that here to show on stream. Well, hopefully somebody can find that we can get it put up there.
Ew, you unmorph.
Yes, because I am like you, do not like to fall off.
Just as a reminder, this is Summer Games Done Quick 2014. It's a charity speedrunning event done to raise money for Doctors Without Borders, which is an international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists. Today, Doctors Without Borders provides independent, impartial assistance in more than 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe, primarily due to armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or natural disasters. And in 1999, Doctors Without Borders received the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. We also have another great line of t-shirts from the Yeti for this SGDQ. $3 from the sale of each t-shirt will be donated to Doctors Without Borders. And we also have a Humble Bundle for this marathon, featuring a bunch of games that are being run by people at this marathon. All proceeds from the Humble Bundle will go to Doctors Without Borders, and you can check out the sale at www.humblebundle.com/SGDQ. And the list of the games is right here. We have Noi 2 Love 2 Devolution, Amnesia Machine for Pigs, Bleed, Dust Force, Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams Rise of the Overlord, Guacamelee, and Psychonauts.
In other words, not only do you get a bunch of your games, you also run it at the same time.
And this marathon also features members of SDA, which is Speed Demos Archive, and SRL, which is Speedruns Live. Speed Demos Archive is the premier site for speedrun videos, and we also have a forum to discuss strategies and other speedrunning information. Speedruns Live is the top site for racing video games with others. All people of all skill levels are encouraged to join.
Going across here, probably faster to climb it and or not if you get stuck like that. But also hits the trigger quicker.
Are you gonna kill Boost Guardian?
Yeah, it was.
It was a bit war, so it's kind of eh.
Yeah, I know.
I already saw it before. You powerbomb him and he dies. Yeah.
But Dark Samus didn't give you my turn.
Speaking of which, we do have a couple of bid wars coming up. For Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, we have a donation war for which costume Alma will end the game with. Currently, Luigi is ahead with $493, and Waluigi's in second with $300. We also have an incentive for the file name for 1000 Year Door. Currently, Almond is ahead with $75, and CBX in second with $55.
Should all just donate to make the file name baby.
We also have an incentive for 1000 Year Door that Flavio will follow.
And also, please donate for that.
Yes, please. Flavio following. It's one of the most hilarious things ever. I don't know why it's not met yet.
Currently is at about 1,700 out of 2,000.
$300.
Just a little bit more for that to get met. One more for that game. We have a donation for the Yoshi name. Currently, top is Gerstmann with $1,585, and second is Muxie with $1,270.
So coming up is Chica, one of the few boss fights in the run. It is very ammo heavy, and I do not have much ammo, so that could potentially cause some problems. Like I may have to
Farm off some chicklings.
later in the fight, and that costs some time. And I'm also refilling my ammo before the fight costs like 10 seconds.
You also need a lot of missiles.
Yes. So I have no beam ammo expansions and not as many missiles as I'd be comfortable with, because there's not really many choices. Without wasting much of time. Here we go. Not really.
Oh, he has to scan Chica because you can't lock on his chest until it's scanned.
Yeah, if you hit the chest when it comes out of the water, it does double damage. It actually doesn't do double damage. He normally takes half damage, but chest does very good.
Also, he's using Light Beam because the charged Light Shot does the most neutral damage out of all your beams, including Annihilator. Because Charge Annihilator is terrible.
While most enemies in the game are weak to either the light or dark beams, this is one of the few enemies that's just neutral to both.
Yeah. I think like basically it and Emperor Ing 1 are the only enemies in the game. Or, maybe Emperor Ing 3 too, but I don't fight Emperor Ing 3.
You'll see what it means. Also, Also, you could get Annihilator Beam. It actually doesn't save that much time for quad skip, and it would actually Annihilator Beam would actually save time on this fight because you can actually one round this boss with Annihilator Beam.
If you have
really
beam
powerful.
ammo.
If you have beam ammo.
I don't. I was hoping for 30 refill, and that means I'll have to fly.
Here we go.
Okay. Why are you turning? Okay, if you do it quickly enough, he is not supposed to turn. He hates me. So, during that part of the fight, it took 100 damage to stun him, which is a single fully charged dark shot. During the next part of the fight, it'll take 120, so it'll take a fully charged dark and then a single uncharged. Yeah. Also, I have to wave it here for him to release these little enemies. Sometimes I hate speed. Okay, that's... I'm dodging. Hey. What are you
no.
doing? So yeah, I have to fill up again. Oh. Yeah. Hi, Chicklet.
That chickling wants to get sniped by a missile. Oh yeah, so if you notice, he's firing 2 missiles on the second set of Seekers, both in the first and this phase. He's firing 2 missiles at the bottom right wing, and that's because of the strategy that Miles uses. There's actually a pretty significant chance of the Seeker missile missing the bottom right wing.
Yeah, I don't. Also, I should... Yeah, they are. I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, the light suit makes this fight manageable, because I can just go anywhere I want and not take damage.
You can't take floaty jump.
Yeah, like if you're standing in the water before the Chica fight starts, like when you knock down the cocoon, then you'll get a glitch called floaty jump, which lets you jump really, really high.
There's one thing that's named in a way that makes sense.
Yeah. It's amazing how someone actually came up with a good name for that.
So basically what he's going to do is you're supposed to go into the energy controller and then get the Torvus energy, come back, and return it. But
You don't actually have to.
yeah, all he's going to do is reload the room, and you can just go out because the elevator appears again.
Yeah, so Torvus is screwed. I'm sorry.
And now that he has Dark Visor and Light Suit, he's basically going to go around on the fetch quest to get all the Sky Temple keys.
Hitting that door is surprisingly hard because the light beam basically goes in random directions. Sometimes it'll just like fan out onto both sides of the door and not actually. So
Regular light beam probably.
It won't, I don't think.
Yeah, well, the regular light beam is based on uncharged plasma. From Prime 1, and plasma had a shorter reach when uncharged, so it won't be able to reach the door from there.
Also, if you don't have the dark visor, you cannot trip the.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly why we get it.
The only reason. Why is the
Okay, so this jump coming up is actually a ghetto jump. It doesn't look like it, but he's going to do a ghetto jump.
Yeah, this is supposed to be an enclosed room, but I'm just gonna jump the wall. There's an invincible fire truck in this room. Waste of time, but I don't care.
Oh, hi there, out of bounds. Nice wall. I hope that isn't too low.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Okay.
I was too low there, so I wouldn't have been able to get right next to the door, so I just walked back to where it's lower in the room. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. I put the scan visor up after I use a super because that gets rid of the cooldown after using the super missile, so I can shoot the door a little faster. It's also helpful against the final boss later.
This would probably be a good time for donations.
No,
Not yet? Oh yeah, that's a trick.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't care about gates. Yeah, so there's like the bottom part of that gate right next to the floor is not solid, so I can just like I have to get under it, and so screw attacking will put me below it, and I screw attack above it. So that saves like 10 seconds over opening the gate. So that would probably be good time for donations.
So we have $200 from Samurai CCJ. Wasn't planning on donating again, but we need Flavio. The run just isn't the same without him.
He has to do stuff before the run, but I was hoping he would go after Spider Skin, not now.
We have a $50 donation from Brian Lynn. Thank you so much for supporting Doctors Without Borders. With the various crises going on around the world, we need them more than ever. Also, as someone who is Chinese, I was greatly amused that someone actually asked you, the donation reader, to read a Chinese poem and wanted to let you guys know that it's about a man who wanted to eat 10 lions but found out they were made of stone. Although the Chinese word in the poem are different from each other, the pronunciation of each word sounds extremely similar.
Yeah, so Kirby is doing Fusion and Zero Mission coming up, so he needed to get some stuff from our room before.
He was smart. That would make sense.
We have a $105 donation from Danny Liston, donating to Save the Animals and to ask Miles which Metroid game he would prefer to run without glitches. Also, congrats on Grandibus.
Pinball.
Did you say no?
No,
He
I
said pinball.
Except that one has glitches too, if I remember correctly.
Oh well.
Like,
It'd still be the best to run without.
you can get a whole bunch of hits at once.
We got a $100 donation from Tony Cozens. Hey guys, great marathon. Has been fun watching all week. Such an awesome event and great cause. This is going to Zero Mission 100%, Super Metroid Glitched Any percent, and 100% FF6. Good luck, Miles, and good luck everyone on the rest of all the runs.
Hunters.
Have fun fighting the same boss again 10 times.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
We got $35 from Wesley Espinoza. Third donation this marathon. You've kept me awake all week at work. Got to keep putting it towards Final Fantasy 600%. Everyone at SGDQ rocks. We've also got $50 from Hercules Bench Press. As a runner of Metroid Fusion, I've been looking forward to Fusion race all week. Good luck to Kirby Master, Jagger G, and Biospark. Fortunately, due to prior commitments, I will be unable to see the race. I recently finished a very mediocre single-segment 1% run of Fusion with a 1:25 in-game time, and know that soon, with more practice, I will be as good as these three runners. So this donation will go to keeping Fusion canon, save the animals.
Also, for anyone who's confused, this is a cutscene except the room isn't loaded.
Yeah. So this is the first time you're supposed to enter Dark World. Energized safe zones don't last forever. So yeah, the cutscene trigger for that is really, really large. So I hit it from the next room over, like as soon as this room was finished loading.
Yeah, I'm still really excited to do, even though you're at a specific location.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And this part is really cool, 100% as well.
Yeah, it's nice because those tutorial messages basically never go away when you're speedrunning. So you're at the very end of the game and it's telling you how safe zones work.
So we've got a $50 donation from our hero Samus Aran. I would have donated more, but Adam only approved $50 for my allowance. We got a $50 donation from Timmy B. Prizes for the Metroid block aren't showing up on the donate page, so here's $50, which I hope is enough to qualify me for all of it. It should be the most you need to donate to be in for all 4 prizes for the Metroid block is $10.
So yeah, this is the Sky Temple key that does not exist until you get the main power bombs. Like you'll see those little things floating in the air. Those are the Ing swarms, which do tons of damage.
You don't have like to.
Yeah, which which I do have license, it's no problem. And unfortunately, them and the key run the same way. As mentioned before.
So we got a $50 donation from Simon Arnessen, all the way from Norway. Blue Glass and Streamer each get $25 to either kill or save the animals in Super Metroid. And to the audience, count to 4, inhale, count to 4, exhale.
I don't know.
You gotta go fast. Kill them.
But they've been killed at every single marathon for the past while.
Because they deserve to be dead. They're slow.
Past while. Fine.
What? Yeah, wasn't it safe at like?
SGDQ2012. No, actually, SGDQ2014.
Yeah, so it has been that long.
Feels like longer.
Well, you gotta fix the mistake from the last SGDQ.
Okay, so coming up is the last outbound in the room.
$35 from John Hogarth. Really pleased to see this run. I've been waiting for it all week. So glad that Prime 2 won the bid war as well. It's really nice to see such a glitch-free run. Please put this donation towards Runner's Choice.
My choice?
Yes.
Zero is just gonna get that. I'm gonna put it towards Baby as the 1,000-year-old family.
That'll work too.
Okay, so I did this earlier. I need to do it again. Because this skips the Spider Guardian fight.
Long.
Yes, and I already have a spider. So I need to go out of bounds to get in, and then I'm gonna get the Sky Temple key. I'm gonna go out of bounds again to get out, and then that's gonna be it. Only makes it about 14%.
So we got a 40. Sorry.
What?
Good.
Go ahead with the donation.
All right, we got a $40 donation from Osprey. Alpacas are our friends. We've also got a $10 donation from Alex Farmer. Alpaca means life.
Okay. What I'm going to do is go out of bounds and get the terminal fall. To put me on the other side of the room, because that's the default spot for the terminal fall.
Terminal fall is the name of when it's like
Yeah, when I fall down pit. Since I went and got the Sky Temple key, the terminal fall location was set to this side of the room, and so I need to leave and unload the room in order to set it back to its default location. Which the only way to do that is to go through the portal again. If I continued, I would have fallen. That would be bad. Yeah, not right there, though. I have to get close enough to the wall in order to trigger a terminal fall, and now we're out of bounds. So sad. So I'm doing really good at missiles right now. Sometimes it hates me and doesn't hit me. Okay. When you charge shot and then change beams, the first time you press A will not do anything, which is good because it lets you start charging a different beam without wasting ammo. But I forgot to waste an A press there, so the first A press didn't do anything. There's a pit surrounding it.
So we have a $50 donation from Stanley Stahl. Hi guys, love the stream and enjoyed seeing one of my favorite games get destroyed. I just have a question. How the hell did you get the energy from the Ing Hive without the transfer module? Also put this money to saving the animals.
The transfer module does not do a thing. It is some glowy ball that puts a message on the screen when you touch it.
and gives you 1%.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't even count as an item?
No, it does nothing. And in fact, when you, it's actually the Violet translator cutscene that puts it in your inventory. So touching that little glowy ball truly does not do anything.
Nice going, Metro.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You can shoot me while you're morphing.
Yeah. What if you press A and unmorph at the same time, then you'll fire a shot like you made me tell us. Like you'll fire it about half a second into the unmorph animation.
You can do it with missiles.
Yeah. If you lay a bomb, then you can't lay a power bomb until that bomb goes off. So if you want to do the roll shot with a missile, then you can lay a bomb, then try it. Because missiles and power bombs are both tied to the Y button. So if you accidentally press Y too early, then that would be a power bomb wasted. Yeah, that's 6 out of 9 keys done. I'm going to go back to Aegon and then use the Temple warp. It's faster to go to Aegon Temple than to Sanctuaries. And I'm gonna warp to Great Temple, then finish Temple Ground, and then all the final bosses.
Did you have the speedrun final boss before?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, even if you had this before.
They really help.
Oh, at least it's something.
Yeah, well, maybe. Sometimes it's luck-based whether I can get it or not, so we'll see.
Well, fine. What?
Yeah.
You know what it is.
And this whole section coming up would be fine for donations if there's any.
Alright, so we got a $50 donation from Pogo. This stream is awesome. Watching you guys wrecking my childhood games just purely rocks. Greetings from Germany.
I didn't play this till 2009. So
$40 from Random HDD. Llama Chan shall be mine. Praise the sun and run fast. Also got $40 from Dark Shava. Really awesome that you guys are doing this. While I was previously pre-med, I really wanted to work with Doctors Without Borders, but I ended up going down another path in healthcare. It was awesome watching and listening to you guys during the entire week. Good luck on meeting your donation goals and speedrunning. Also shoutouts to NeoGaf, particularly the Sonic, Final Fantasy, and speedrunning communities.
Yeah, so I'll have to go through all 3 of these paths eventually, so I went ahead and opened them all up so I don't have to wait later. Yeah, unfortunately this part is kind of slow because it's basically go to Great Temple, take an elevator, get the key, go back to Great Temple with the elevator, go down another elevator, get the key. Lots of cutscenes. It's faster to go through Great Temple than going around through Temple Grounds.
More donations?
The $35 donation from Anonymous. First time donating for games done quick. I love Metroid games and amazing to watch Prime 2. This 35 is going towards Zero Mission. Question for the couch. I want to replay the Prime series. Is the trilogy pack the best way to go?
For casual play, definitely.
There is the issue that trilogy is really expensive. So, like, if you can find it and afford it, sure, if you're not going to speedrun.
Well, the GameStop's still used copies, like,
I'd recommend buying off of eBay or Amazon.
That would probably be more expensive.
Really?
Like, it was like basically a limited edition release, so really expensive online.
I just picked mine up on launch, which you should have as well. Shame on you.
But it's completely useless for speedrunning.
Yeah.
They pretty much removed all of the sequence breaks in the trilogy versions.
It's very sad. So if you want to speedrun, no, you should not get Trilogy, but just for playing it casually, it's fine.
And Miles, I only run Prime 1 myself, but Prime 2, does the actual game version matter?
Japanese version has a couple things, like nothing really too major. But aside from that, like any GameCube version is fine. Like Prime 1, like European versions have stuff fixed, but that's not really the case in Echoes.
And later American versions.
Kirby hates me.
The American version of Prime 1 actually had 3 different versions in the US, and only the initial release has some crucial tricks that you need.
The second one, like the first one's 0/00, and then there was 0/01, 0/02. 0/01 only fixes a single trick, and I don't actually use it in my runs. So the issue is that version is really rare, so it doesn't really matter. But that would be fine for running also.
And 002 is the player's choice.
Yeah, like it's not all player's choice. It's just that's commonly.
Yeah, the final version 002 removes scan dashing, which is used for a lot of sequence breaks. Like easily high jump boots at the very beginning of the run. You can see it.
Yeah, there's all.
Trail block the doors of the plasma beam.
Yeah, that's a stupid thing. Yes, there's these ing swarms again, which is basically saying you need light suit in order to go through here. I think you actually can get through here without it if you have a ton of energy tanks.
It's your invincible.
Like almost none of those hit. Yeah. Something weird about screw attacking in the Dark World. There are 2 levels of. Go away. There's 2 levels of Dark World damage. One when you have no suit, and one when you have the dark suit. No suit is 6 damage per second, and the dark suit is 1.2 damage per second. Now, if you screw attack while you have no suits, it will reduce it to the dark suit level, so you'll only take 1.2 damage per second. Like, for some reason, it protects you from the extra damage from not having a suit, but it doesn't protect you from the dark suit damage. It's weird like that. Like, you're supposed to be completely invincible while screw attacking. I guess he likes Psychos after all.
Does anything weird happen if you die while screw attacking?
Not really. Like, I think he just explode like you do with a morph ball.
So I come back to the most exciting part of the run. I wanted to get contacts on.
So just put your contacts and put them on here. And here is the amber gate that I couldn't open earlier, but now I have violet, so I can actually get through it. Yeah, so this is the final time going to Dark World. Not going back to the Light World ever. I'm going to finish this run with 21%. The lowest you could beat the game in is 6%, which is Dark Beam, Light Beam, Dark Suit. Not Dark Suit.
Light Suit.
Light Suit.
Dark Visor.
Dark Visor.
Screw attack, power bombs.
Yes, what he said.
The main power bomb, yes.
Yeah. Yes. And also incredibly slow.
For reference, Prime 1's low percent is 21% and Prime 3's is 17%.
That's not really comparable though, because
the artifacts count percent as well.
yeah.
So you get 9 upgrades in Prime 1, kind of.
Yeah. So you kind of get more in Echoes if you count the ones you start with. Like that's 11 upgrades, but don't count the ones you start with.
But regardless, all the low percents are kind of ridiculous. And yeah, Prime 3 does have some breaks as well. They're just really hard. There you go.
All secret doors first try.
If you count those first try.
That counts. At least it's not Prime 3 Seekers.
Oh, keys returned. So just time for the final bosses. Whoops. I can't do a run without an excellent pause somewhere. Now, I'm going to save first because it is possible for the final boss to crash. So, I know how to avoid it, so it should not happen. It's just,
You just never know.
yeah, in case I completely screw up somehow, I'm going to save.
It happened in a run that Miles had that was actually at record pace.
Yeah.
So. But these ink caches, they always give you double missile drops until you have fall missiles, and then they always give you power bomb drops. So. And the beam ammo expansion if you destroy it with the appropriate beam.
Yeah. So, final boss time. Reloading.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Another reason why I got a lot of missiles. That red glare.
Yes.
This is stupid.
The inglets are completely random. And love to knock you all over the place. Hi, it's mine. Run away!
3 power bombs is ideal for the most part. You can barely destroy everything with just 3 power bombs. Oh, come on. Aww.
Oh,
We got it.
By the way, don't blink.
Yeah, don't blink.
That's bad.
Yeah, could have been worse.
Probably not. They just it had different weak points, and for some reason those weak points still exist, and for some reason they're weak to screw attack.
All right, do you want to see your time for this?
Yes.
Probably explain it after the fight.
Sometimes the sound glitches like that, and so you could hear the save station sound from across the room when the save station was turned off.
I did not know that. Anyways,
I've never had one like that before.
Dark Samus 3 and 4.
I got Krampus first try. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to risk anything.
Here we go.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, so what he was trying to do is skip this phase. So what happens is after you deal enough damage to Dark Samus 3, Dark Samus 4 is activated, and there's no way to damage this boss except with the Phaeton Beam right here, which is completely luck and takes forever to do. What he was trying to do is skip this phase because what happens at the end of Dark Samus 3 is if you fire a missile anywhere, that usually manipulates Dark Samus to put up a barrier. And if you keep doing that, you can damage her while she puts up a barrier, and you just keep repeating that. But as far as we know, it's up to luck whether she feels like going to the center and activating Dark Samus, or even if you shoot a missile. And that just happens, so you guys don't get to see this trick.
Well,
That's kind of normal though for Miles. Oh yeah, your damage right here is capped, so like even if you use a super missile or something, it doesn't matter. So.
Should be low enough for one more shot, so it's almost time.
And time. $55. That's really good for a marathon.
That went way better than I expected.
That was really good, honestly.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft first try, quad skip. I'm guessing spider skip went well.
Yeah.
Alpha
Single
block.
segment.
He did not reset a single time or crash. That's what really matters.
All those instant airs.
someone called it correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Hi. The stream is like 30 seconds behind, so you won't see me talking for another 20 seconds. Yeah. So that was my dad calling.
Even your dad knows how exciting first try Grand Abyss is.
Like, no, seriously, the estimate is at 1 hour, 40 minutes because there's a lot that can go wrong in this run.
And also, I have to wait like 7 minutes for the credits.
Yeah. The Prime community typically goes by in-game time, so we generally optimize by in-game time, which usually, in most cases, is optimizing in-game time is as fast as optimizing real time. And the in-game timer goes on whenever you have control of Samus, outside of cutscenes like this. Well, the in-game timer is done by now, but you generally wait for the credits and see what the timer is at the end.
Yeah.
And this was a single segment, so it is valid, which is more than Miles can ask for.
Yeah, we may be able to start saying it.
Just as a note, we did meet the donation goal for the Zero Mission 100% run.
Woo, I get another hour and a half to run. Yeah. Oh, rip light suit.
Yeah.
She still has her dark beam though.
Yeah, like, she keeps the last beam you had equipped, which was still
But she never lost anything in Prime 3 technically. You just start with way fewer items.
Are there any donations?
I'll give it here. We got $20 from Jay Lucas. Kirby go practice Grand Abyss.
I was waiting for it this entire round.
I've got $5 from Anonymous saying, I thought hearing Blue Glass's laugh can heal anything. Oh well, here's a bit more for the doctors. $10 from Fishy Fast Food. I cannot resist the possibility of owning such a cute alpaca. Give it here now. Also, FF6 100%, please.
Everyone should donate for Flavia Life, just FYI.
Let me check where that's at right now.
Like if you don't donate for it, you have no idea how hilarious it is.
It is
Here's all the
very
people
close
who made
last
this
time I
amazing
saw it.
game. And I kind of completely broke their amazing game.
We have met the Flavio incentive for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Prime 1, you can speed it up by holding down. Yeah.
You can stop it by pressing A, I think.
Yeah. I don't think it was intended, or just something that wasn't taken out before the game was released.
As many people that worked on
Hi,
this game as
Zoid.
they did.
Hi Zoid, thanks for the game.
Oh, yep. And thanks for the power bomb, Maze.
Thanks a lot for Incinerator Drone.
Thank you for the commentary last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've also got $50 from Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. Metroid is my favorite video game series of all time, the abomination that is Other M notwithstanding. Who do I have to donate to get Retro Studios back on Metroid? $20 from Gregory Carl Fournier. First time watching a Metroid Prime stream, very interesting. I will give another $10 if Miles tells us why he started doing Prime 2 speedruns.
Because I started doing low percent because it was just a fun challenge, and then I kind of just liked playing the game. Like I recorded low percent and tried to do that somewhat fast, and that just kind of led into playing the whole game somewhat fast.
Just somewhat.
Yeah.
We've got $82 from Kojin God. Really wish I didn't have to work tonight, but I know you guys will be epic all the same. We'll have to wait for the VODs on YouTube to see what I missed. Good luck on all your runs, and this should finish the Super Smash Bros. Melee Finals on stream donation incentive, so that'll be epic too. Good luck and have fun. Let's check what that is.
Yeah, be sure to stick around for the Fusion race coming up.
Yes. Super Smash Bros. Melee Finals on bonus stream has been met.
And I'm not sure if it was said, but the reason why we're waiting through all these credits is because since most runs are timed by in-game timer, we have to wait for the credits to see that.
I optimize my own run according to the in-game time, not my real time.
We're trying to set up for the race.
Yeah.
That too.
And we're so far ahead of schedule that we need to go there.
$10 from Anonymous. Thanks for wrecking Metroid Prime 2 again, Miles. Your Metroid Prime runs first got me interested in AGDQ, SGDQ, and I've been watching ever since.
Thank you.
Got $100 from Johan with a garbled last name because of foreign characters. Donated during AGDQ this year, and I can't miss donating yet again. I've gotten hours upon hours of amazing entertainment from you guys this week, and I can't wait for the runs I missed to be uploaded to YouTube later on. Praise the run.
Shout outs to Miles for this beautiful acapella rendition of the credits theme.
All the Prime games have good
Got a $40 donation from Anonymous. This is my first SGDQ. You guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. I love watching all the shortcuts and glitches people find to break these games, and just the amount of skill required to execute. It's also been nice having something to watch while my coworkers watch the World Cup.
So it's almost over now. It's probably like 30 seconds.
As far as shortcuts and glitches to break games and Fusion, yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's still really great to watch.
It's very, very execution.
Yeah. Especially since this is 1%, which is, yeah.
Good games. 102.
Nice.
Like every practice run I've done this week has been like 105 or 106, so that is really nice to see.
Even in practice, Miles was really struggling with Grand Abyss, so first try Grand Abyss, I cannot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, Gravis kind of goes in phases for me. Like, sometimes I'll do really well and sometimes I'll do terribly. And right before going on, it was in one of those terribly phases. So.
I walked in and said, "Hey Miles, you're on."
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and doing Prime 1. It's like, oh, wait, I haven't practiced Prime 1 because Prime 2 was twice as.
I want to play that one. I got a couple
Yeah.
of years.
No, if we get more ahead of schedule by tomorrow.
That's player's choice, though. We need scan dashing.
I have no idea.
So just as a reminder, that was Metroid Prime 2 Echoes run by Miles SMD. Coming up next, we have a Metroid Fusion 1% race between Kirby Masta, Jagger G, and Biospark. And you are watching SGDQ 2014. We are a speedrunning marathon raising money for Doctors Without Borders, which is a charity